What is something that you are never ducking buying again? A cabin cruiser. I was told before I bought my boat that the happiest days I would have with it would be the day I bought it and the day I sold it. I did not think this could possibly be true. I was wrong. Godforsaken Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. 1-ply toilet paper. Bought a big package on accident once and I will never do that again. My finger popped through that wispy garbage the first time I used it and I eventually was using ridiculously thick wads of paper to keep myself safe. Toilet paper is one of those products where it is always best to pay more for the good stuff. A GE. Made exclusively for Walmart $50 vacuum. I bought a used Kirby from eBay and we threw the GE over the balcony and killed it Office Space style. Any Ubisoft product available for pre-purchase. I bought like 500 ladybugs on a website. Bad idea. They are beautiful if you find like 4 or 5. But 500? It gets messy real quickly. A DVD rewinder. Ducking useless. Burger flavored potato chips. Thought it was going to be a flavor explosion. Ended up tasting like someone drenched potatoes in pickle juice and fried them in leftover oil from the busiest McDonald's in the world. I have never been so disgusted and disappointed simultaneously. Edit. A lot of people seem to be asking about the brand. It's Willard's. I'll keep this short and sweet. I was very thirsty one night shift and thought it would be a good idea to buy 1L of sugar-free aloe water. After guzzling the entire thing I felt quite refreshed. I downed a pitter and my lunch was complete. Fast forward an hour later and I started to feeling a rumbling in my stomach and the urge to pass gas. I decided to hold my fart in at the time and visit the closest washroom. At that very moment I emptied my entire stomach contents and more into the toilet in the most violent ass explosion of my life. For the remaining 4 hours of my shift everything coming out of my ass was liquid. I learned that the aloe water was a very close cousin of the sugar-free gummy bears. 10/10 will not buy sugar-free aloe water again. Those pink frosted animal crackers. Good as all hell. But I ate way too many when I was younger and I still get sick even to this day when I think about it. That bloody Loot Crate it. I only bought it once. When I thought the stuff was still alright. But it really pisses me off now watching YouTubers continually opening crates and then acting like they're so glad that they got a ducking fridge magnet. Food from that shady ass Chinese food cart next to my building. Something I've said 4 or 5 times already. Sigh. Bacon flavored popcorn. It basically made my entire house smell like sweaty ass. I'm not kidding, it lingered for days. It tasted dreadful too. How to learn Buddha's palm booklet. Condoms. I'm married and had a vasectomy. Glass furniture. I had a glass desk from IKEA for about 2 years and one morning while I was sleeping it spontaneously exploded. There was no piece of it left that was larger than my thumbnail. It took days to clean up. Apparently that can happen with tempered glass. Tension builds up due to temperature changes and it just shatters. Buffalo Wild Wings. Nearly $10 for 6 gristly, overcooked wings. A local wing place around the corner has wings that are 10 times as good for $1 a wing. An inkjet printer. I've probably bought more than a dozen of them over the years and while they produce outstanding color out of the box, unless you're printing full color on a regular basis, like every day, then you're going to get clogs and failures. And don't even get my started on the whole you're out of yellow ink, so you can't scan anything now with the all-in-ones. About 2 years ago I bought a Brother MFC 9340 CDW laser printer for my mother. A few months later I bought the same printer for myself. No more clogged ink. Duplex printing that doesn't saturate the paper. Consistent print quality. Wider variety of paper to choose from. And overall cheaper than an inkjet. I'm never going back. Edit. Thanks for the gold. Mysterious stranger. A frozen gluten-free pizza. 3 quid for a large nacho with a pinch of cheese on it. What a load of balls. Sprint. I switched back to Verizon after one day. Maybe it's just my area, but Sprint gave me little to no data on the road, and the calls I did get sounded like they were coming from a goddamn waterfall. I rely on GPS because I'm terrible with directions. Thanks to Sprint's crappy service, my dad beat my ass with a set of jumper cables. I arrived late to my sister's graduation because I couldn't find the place, and my dad had apparently called me 4 times but they never showed up on my phone because Sprint sucks balls. Size 46 and above pants. Not a product quality thing, just a quality of life thing. Cheese from the dollar store. Another iPhone. I've had them for years. Multiple versions, but I'm sick of it now. I got locked out of my account a couple of months ago and even after I called to verify my identity, they still kept me locked out for 24 hours. It's standard, like a ducking punishment for having login issues. I've been pretty unhappy with my phone for a while and now I'm going to try something else when the time comes. Disposable Bic razors. I look like Freddy Krueger after using those. The Dyson ball vacuum. Man, is that thing named wrong. I couldn't walk for 3 days after using any Steam game before it goes on sale. Wooden tiki torches. They get ducked after one season outside in the elements, and half of them come crooked and crack when you put them in the ground. I invested in some nice metal and glass ones. A ducking sleep number mattress. Piece of it is like sleeping on an air mattress and after a little while the sides lose their integrity so the only comfortable spot becomes broken down. Forked out a lot of cash for that stupid mattress. The only one who seemed to like it was the cat. Edit. Thank you for gold, kind stranger less than 3. Third-party controllers. They only ever last all of a week or 2 before something goes wrong. Sea monkeys. They're not tiny humanoids, and their construction skills leave much to be desired. I will never go with my current ISP ducking ever again if I have an option. The amount of bullet I've had to deal with is just insane. First, they bought our previous ISP. I called to cancel the phone line we got for free along with a free router. New ISP tried to charge for it, but say they'll of course remove it. Get confirmation letter. Get another one. In the end, I got one letter every day for over 3 weeks confirming the exact same thing. Still shows up on my bill. Get charged for TV. It's included in my rent. I call them and they said sure. Will of course remove it. It shows up on next bill. I call again. They claim the bill was printed before my call. Just pay less than what it says on the bill. Next month. It's still there. They claim the exact same thing. Printed before I called. I call the rep on his bullet. All he does is cough and ask if there is anything else I need help with. I mildly lose my it at this point, but I finally get rid of the extra charge on the next bill. This was all in the span of 3 months. Never again. If I have the option. Previous ISP worked flawlessly for over a year. What infuriates me the most is that this is most likely their modus operandi. Counting on people not reading too closely what they're getting charged for. Granted, they are reasonably priced at 100 MBs for an equivalent of $15 a month. But based on their customer service and general inability to do even the simplest of tasks without several weeks of issues, I'll go with another one next time. Edit. Alright. Some sloppy conversion on my part. It's closer to $24 mo. Still reasonable in my eyes. A cheap vacuum. I have 2 dogs, and vacuumed with it the day before I bought a new one. Vacuumed with the new one. Shark Rotator Professional. For those wondering, and literally filled 2 trash bags with mist pet hair. Having just vacuumed the day before. Beats by Dr. Dre. Why didn't I listen to what everyone telling me? Third party extended warranty. I bought our first family car a few months after getting married. A 5-year-old Dodge Magnum with 50k on the odometer. They kinda just threw the warranty in and I didn't realize it until I was signing papers and got to the extended warranty page. Asked what the duck this was. The salesman ended up getting me to go for it. It's only $1,200. Pretty cheap peace of mind. Right? Right. I'm a family man now. Hate to have any pesky repairs get in my way. I never used it. Needed tie rods one time, but they were considered a wear item, so it was out of pocket. Instead of the extended warranty, do your research. Buy cars that don't have overcomplicated parts that break down or require expensive services. I don't buy anything with a timing belt anymore. Only chains. Do your maintenance the way your manual says, and consider using the severe schedule. Join a forum for your particular car. If the thingamajig shakes when you turn on the doohickey, you can bet someone else's thingamajig had shaken before. So look it up. Most of all, this is what you keep an emergency fund for. If you're maintaining your vehicle properly, things shouldn't break. But if they do, have some money tucked away for emergency repairs. The bubble gum in the men's room, it tastes like rubber. As seen on TV pocket hoses, they are terribly flimsy and break when left out in the sun for even a few minutes. I've had 2 break like that. Off-brand saran wrap cling film. Tears if you look at it wrong. Won't stick to itself on wraparound. Bullet in a box. Ben & Jerry's changed the Heath bars that they used to some tasteless, disgusting hippie crap about a year ago. I get that they're all about conservation and all, but they screwed up my absolute favorite go-to ice cream of all time. I was in Vermont when they invented Heath Bar Crunch about 25 or 30 years ago, and they were giving it out as samples. I fell in love right then and there, but they have wronged and cut me deep. Never again unless I hear they go back to the old Heath bars.